Welcome to Lesson 7 of Module 5 Heredity. In this video, we're going to be looking at the phenotypic expression of proteins that we looked at how they were formed in the last video, but now we're looking at how they are expressed. Again, we're answering the inquiry question, why is polypeptide synthesis important? So proteins are large biomolecules that vary in size from less than 10 amino acids to thousands of amino acids, and they may be synthesized as one or several polypeptide chains. And these are folded and organized into specific shapes that allow them to correctly function. There are four types of protein structures. We have our primary, which we see as a linear sequence on the right there. Secondary, where they're folding or coiled. Tertiary, they fold further to be more compact due to different bond types. And then we see our quaternary structure, which is two or more polypeptide chains joining to create a single functional protein. Pro- Proteins form these functions. So we have enzymatic proteins, hormonal. Now they won't perform all of these, but they probably will perform one of these functions. We have immunological, contractile and motor, structural, transport, receptor, and storage proteins. There are several factors affecting structure and function, where we have temperature, pH, and the concentration of ions or molecules. And we looked at this in our Year 11 course in Module 1. And we know that denaturation, where we see the protein being altered. Anything above or below optimum levels will affect enzyme activity. So then we have our relationship between genotype, phenotype, and the environment. And we use the word proteome to talk about the complete set of proteins expressed by the genome. Only specific genes will be expressed or switched on at any given time, and this ensures that a cell produces only the proteins required for the specific functions it carries out. In our phenotype, just recapping from our junior school, the set of characteristics expressed from the genetic information of the cell. And while we have our genotype being responsible for the phenotype, there is also a role that the environment plays in allowing the genotype to in fact be expressed. Some of these factors which do affect the way that our phenotype is expressed include temperature, soil pH, nutrition, and the availability of key chemicals and sunlight exposure. And we're going to be looking at this in an investigation within the classroom on some specific examples of where we see the environment affecting the way that our genes are expressed. That concludes Lesson 7. Make sure you tune in for Lesson 6.